So today, we have MCU's Daredevil taking on DCEU's Batman. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, after witnessing the murder of his parents as a child, Bruce Wayne waged a war on crime in Gotham City for over 20 years as the vigilante Batman. Despite his older age, he's immensely physically powerful by human standards, as he gained physical perfection years ago. He's strong enough to pull and drag heavy plates weighing 1,000 pounds as part of his workout routine, knock out Harley Quinn with one punch, easily throw thugs through walls, smash through brick walls, and easily take down parademons, which are superhuman. In his regular suit, he's tough enough to withstand point-blank explosions. Being hit in the face with guns didn't slow him down at all. He got right back up after colliding with a thick wall at full speed, and he withstood hits and blasts from parademons easily. His suit is also bullet and fireproof. He's fast enough to easily dodge a point-blank shotgun shot, swiftly and quickly take down 24 thugs at once, and even dodge Doomsday's heat vision. He's a master martial artist, being a master of boxing, pro wrestling, kickboxing, karate, kung fu, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Savate, Judo, Krav Maga, Ninjutsu, Aikido, and Nerve Strikes, plus over 20 years of experience. And after the death of Jason Todd, he became a more brutal fighter as well. And finally, he's carrying batarangs, a grapple gun, and smoke and sticky bombs as well. But in the other corner, MCU's Daredevil. Matt Murdock is a man who was blinded by radioactive chemicals as a boy. Despite this, his other senses were enhanced significantly, and after his dad was murdered by mobsters, he was trained by Stick to become a warrior, using his disability as an advantage. He now protects Hell's Kitchen as the vigilante Daredevil. His only power is his enhanced senses. He can sense things like balance, direction, and small changes in air density and temperature. This, plus his enhanced hearing and smelling, has granted him some form of echolocation, so he can evaluate his surroundings at all times. He's easily in peak human conditioning, near superhuman. He's an extremely skilled fighter, arguably the best in the MCU. His fighting style incorporates boxing, Muay Thai, Kung Fu, Judo, Aikido, Capoeira, Taekwondo, Ninjutsu, as well as acrobatics. He's bested Punisher, Poindexter, Wilson Fisk, had the upper hand against Danny, bested or matched Elektra even when she was superhuman, and easily and single-handedly defeated whole groups of hand ninjas. His suit isn't bulletproof, it's just extra padding so the beatings aren't as bad, with his helmet actually being a little bulletproof, as it did stop a bullet before. He's also a master marksman and of stealth. His only weapon is his billy club, which he is extremely accurate with and skilled with as well. So, who's stronger? Well, Matt has routinely overpowered thugs, thrown a dude with enough force to bust a door off its hinges, break a door lock with a kick, broke a 2x4 with a strike, easily break bones, flip Fisk on his butt, who weighs 300 to 400 pounds or even more, possibly, and he's ragdogged Bakudo, destroying cinder blocks in the process. But Bruce has sent thugs and parademons flying with his attacks. Easily lift thugs over his head with one arm, easily break bones, kicked a gun in half, break cinder blocks, and he ripped apart Firefly's armor. I'd say Bruce is slightly stronger, but not by much at all. What about durability? Well, Matt shook off multiple hits from Fisk with a pipe, even one to the head, ignored being poisoned, and after receiving 2 or 3 broken ribs, probably a concussion, a collapsing lung, blood loss, and several puncture wounds, he was still able to take on 9 Russian mobsters and win. The guy just has an incredibly high endurance and pain tolerance. His suit isn't bulletproof though, it's just extra padding, so the beatings aren't as bad, with his head being the most protected, as it was able to stop a bullet from about 4 to 5 feet away. But most impressively, Matt somehow survived a massive building falling on top of him. But Bruce was hardly fazed by being hit over the head with guns, and he withstood hits and blasts from parademons. He withstood crashing through some rubble at high speed, being sent flying into a concrete wall and through a metal railing, and point-blank explosions. He even remained conscious after a backhand from an evil Superman that sent him flying into a car. But he was able to withstand all of that relatively easily because his suit is completely bullet and fireproof. I'd say Bruce is more durable simply because of his better suit, but Matt has shown a higher pain tolerance than Bruce has, and now speed and agility. Matt has deflected several arrows from 3 archers, deflected several kunais while getting closer to the thrower, consistently dodged bullets, flipped through automatic gunfire on several occasions, disarmed Frank Castle before he could fire, outmaneuver Frank Castle and hand ninjas, and he showed excellent parkour skills as well. But Bruce dodged a blast from Doomsday in a split second, routinely dodged bullets, dodged a shotgun shot at very close range while suspended in the air, and he can even disappear in smoke and shadows quickly. Even Superman couldn't find him. But both are very fast, but I gotta give this advantage to Daredevil. So, both have their own physical advantages. What about fighting skill? Well, the only named characters that Batman beat with pure skill that had any noticeable skill of their own was Harley Quinn and Deadshot, and he done it with ease. But it's hard to say how skilled they actually were since neither of them showed like a lot of hand-to-hand skill in their time so far, so it's not that impressive. But this is cancelled out by the warehouse scene, where Bruce took out 24 armed thugs in like 2 to 4 minutes and showed a ton of skill while doing it. He showed he was able to fight at a very fast and frenzied yet fluid pace. He's also quite brutal, as well as he targets joints and aims to quickly break bones and tear ligaments. He also seems to not mind killing either. He also easily took out parademons and was clearly more skilled than Superman. He definitely has more experience than Matt does, has been fighting crime in Gotham City for over 20 years. But I believe Matt has more pure technical skill. Because not only is he a master of several martial arts, he's beaten or matched more skilled fighters. He's bested Fisk, Punisher, Bullseye, Nobu, Bakuto, matched or bested Elektra even when she was superhuman, and he was getting the best of Danny Rand in their brief fight, all of which are either very brutal, very skilled, or both. And I'm not saying Batman couldn't match or do well or beat these characters. He just didn't show that he could. Uh, but that's okay, because Bruce has more versatility with his gadgets, and he even incorporates them into his fighting style perfectly, especially his batarangs and grapple gun. But Matt does have his billy club, and he's great in using it up close or as a thrown weapon. He can also ricochet it off walls and other surfaces, just like Captain America and his shield. But I'm sure Batman can adapt to this. But then there's Matt's senses, most noticeably his radar sense and enhanced hearing. He's gonna know where Bruce is the entire time. Even if he tried to disappear with a smoke bomb like he did Superman, Matt's gonna know his location at all times. So, who wins? Well, just like their comic book counterparts, it's extremely close. Bruce is stronger, has a better suit making him more durable, is more brutal and experienced, and has more versatility. Matt has a higher pain tolerance, is faster, more agile, has more pure skill, and has his senses. It's very close, but I gotta side with Daredevil, mostly because of his senses. Batman doesn't have a counter for this, and it should bring Matt the win more times than not. Daredevil wins. Like and subscribe, leave a comment of what you think, and hit the notification bell if you did enjoy, and all that great stuff. Peace.